What up, everybody? Welcome back to Street Cred, episode 9. Today, we got my main man, Memphis Bleak, in the house. Memphis, if you know him, is an animal expert, guru, savant, as it were. And so Mrs. Brown, our science teacher at Senate Middle School, turned me on to this March Mammal Madness. So I thought it'd be a cool idea if I sat down with Memphis and you guys just watch how he reacts to something that he's very passionate about, and that's knowing about animals. So we go through each bracket. The first round, we sort of go through it quickly and he gives you some explanation. Then we try to speed it up and get through the remaining rounds. But it was fun to do with him. He is very, very excitable when it comes to animals, and it's very fun to watch him get excited about something he's passionate about. So, without further ado, here it is, Street Cred Podcast. Enjoy.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What up? Here we are. We're gonna do it. You ready? It's my friend Memphis. Say what's up, man.
What up?
What up? So Memphis is our resident animal expert. Now, while some of these on there he doesn't know, we're gonna cut it up where we can look real quick. He's gonna make a decision on our March Mammal Madness. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
So our first battle will be a pygmy hog versus a ningai.
Who you taking?
Pygmy hog, because he can just step on the little guy. He's only like the size of a mouse. And the pygmy hog is like 5 times the ningai's size, so he could just dead.
Very good.
Just stomp him.
Next one. The Finlayson squirrel versus the Kawari.
I think the Kawari will win because it's
Okay.
like a bigger cat than the squirrel. It's like just like a whole brown squirrel, and he would just grab him and get him.
Okay. All right, next one. The cod versus the chipmunk.
I think the chipmunk is doomed to lose.
Doomed to lose.
Yes.
Okay.
Doomed.
Okay.
Doomed.
All right. Writing this down there. Next one. The tree hyrax versus the bank vole.
That's actually a really hard one, so I need to think about this. Because the bank vole kind of has, I think I saw some long claws in there. So I think the tree hyrax could maybe win, but I'm still thinking about this, folks.
Hurry up. Need an answer?
Bank vole.
You're taking the bank vole? The bank vole's a little thing? You're going to take the bank vole?
No,
I like it. I like the
actually,
upset.
no.
Nope. You already said it. We're taking it as the upset. Yes, sir. Here we go. Next round, we have the island fox versus the gray-bellied, is it canolisted? Canolisted? Looks
Yeah.
like a little, some type of shrew opossum.
Kind of looks like a shrew mixed with a possum.
Yeah. Or
mine-
gray-bellied shrew opossum. That's what it's called. Who are you taking? You taking the island
Fox.
fox? You're taking the fox, huh?
Because he could just eat them. Because he eats mice and rats, so this guy's about the size of him, so might as well eat him.
Very good. You have now the raccoon dog
I heard.
or the northern short-tailed shrew.
I'm going for the raccoon dog.
Raccoon dog. Very well done. Very well done. All right, next we have the hedgehog versus the collared pika. You're going to take the hedgehog, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, people. Ain't that guy.
And the last one in the rodent bracket is the poodoo versus the short-tailed bat. Who are you taking?
I am actually going for the poodoo.
Poodoo. All right. On to the next bracket. Okay, this bracket, we're going to go with the cats-ish versus the dogs-ish bracket. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Round number 1, you have the sloth bear versus, now, they have to go against a wild card. So before we pick this one, we have to pick, do you want the mongoose or the skunk?
I'm going for mongoose.
Mongoose. Okay, so now what you have here is you have the sloth bear versus the mongoose. Who are you taking?
Sloth bear, you could just claw him and he's down for.
I heard that. Next round, next battle, we have the red panda versus the spotted ginseng. Who are you taking?
I'm going for red panda.
Absolutely you are.
Because you could just smack him off the tree.
Oh, yeah. He gone. He gone.
Because he looks smaller.
Okay.
More defenseless.
Good. Next bracket, we have... All right, next battle. We got the badger versus the giant forest Jeanette. Who you taking?
The badger.
Angry badger, right?
Banger.
Yeah, he gone.
Banger.
Okay. You have, next round,
Mm-hmm.
the 4 versus the 13 of the African civet versus the kinkajou. Who you taking?
The African civet.
Because? Just because?
He's just bigger. He's much bigger and he looks meaner and tougher than this little monkey guy.
Heard that. Battle, we have the Fusa versus the greater... Is it Grison or Grissom?
I think it's Grissom.
Whatever. Which one you picking? Picking the Fusa? Nah.
Fusa, because he's like a weird dog-looking cat thing, and he's much bigger, and he eats lemurs for crying out loud. This guy, his components is probably as long as a lemur to my looks, so you can probably eat him.
Moving on. So, next round, you have the brown hyena versus the, I want to say it's the Solengoi. It's like a mountain weasel.
I'm going for the brown hyena, because I've seen them eat more than they can chew.
But don't they hunt in packs? What if it's one-on-one? Nope, you already picked it. All right, moving on. Okay, next round. 2 animals I have no idea how to pronounce. I'm assuming it's the Tara versus the Falanok. They're both like weasels. Who are you taking?
Yeah. The first guy.
Okay. Simple. Moving on. Next battle.
I'm going for the seal. Seal. He's much bigger. It looks huge. This seal is kind of a big guy. You could just...
Memphis took the Caspian seal over the common Cusimans. Moving on. So now we're going to get into the Anthropocene bracket. Okay. Yep. You ready? All right. First one. The Australian feral camel versus the face mite.
What's the face mite?
I'm guessing it's a mite. It's probably a little microscopic organism.
I'm
guessing.
Against a camel.
Why?
I'm still thinking...
A face mite's just a little mite. It's a little organism.
Can they cause death or are they dangerous?
They're in the hair follicles, nestled against the hair shaft where they can't see them. I don't know what they do. I'm taking the camel, man. Come on.
Yeah,
You're
camel.
Not gonna get the
Camel, because you could just roll in the dust and they'll probably, get shaken off or,
They have those big tongues, so they just lick them off or something.
Yeah, probably.
What if it's on their backside?
And plus those guys, and plus like insects that like get in their fur, like they can just take a dust bath and are done for, or done.
Dust bath.
They'll suffocate them.
Hashtag dust bath. Okay, you're going the house cat versus the chinchilla.
Okay, I'm going definitely house cat. Chinchillas are just like goodness.
Turn them into a coat. Okay, you have the California condor.
Ooh.
Or the little brown bat.
California condor. He's huge.
Time.
You could just grab him.
That's right.
Because they actually do eat bats.
Okay.
They do eat bats.
Okay. You have the trumpeter swan or the honeybee. Ooh.
That's actually hard. I think honeybee, because they can actually overwhelm them and sting them.
But they only can sting them like once.
Yeah,
right?
still, they have a huge hive, right? They got a ton of them.
Okay.
They got a ton. They
Good
could just
upset.
ding, 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 ding all over it. They couldn't even get his eyes. And plus, as they did get his wings, it'll be hurting too much for him to fly for a while and swim.
Very good. Okay, so you have the common cuttlefish versus the bogue.
I think cuttlefish, maybe. I think cuttlefish.
Very good. So next round, we have the thylacine and against the monarch butterfly, and you call the thylacine a what?
It's a Tasmanian tiger for its, common name. Tasmanian tiger.
Who you taking, bro?
Tasmanian tiger, of course, because he could just eat the butterfly. It's a butterfly, folks. It's like a dog-sized cat sort of thing. It's hard to explain what he looks like.
You have the gopher tortoise or a pigeon.
I think gopher tortoise.
Okay.
Because tortoises have been known to flip each other over.
So now I have the Florida Panther versus
A frog.
the chytrid, which is some sort of frog.
Panther. Just squish him. Like a croissant.
Memphis taking a lot of favorites here. A lot of favorites. Moving on, next bracket. Okay, last and final bracket we have going on today. Okay? You ready? Mm-hmm. We are in the double trouble bracket.
Ooh.
Our first one, the 1 seed. It's my pick to win it all, but I'm not doing the bracket. The gorilla versus a nematode.
A nematode is kind of like a... Oh, yes. Gorilla, of course. Because the nematode's like a weird worm, like eel thingy. Small, not dangerous. Gorilla could just go...
Got that. Wolverine versus the lynx. This is a tough one. What do you got?
I say Wolverine because they've been known to make grizzlies back down.
Okay.
And plus, Wolverines have been known to kill things up to deer.
Excellent analysis by you, sir. Okay, you have the harbor porpoise versus a seahorse. A lot of talk, and this could be the upset of the first round. Who you taking?
Porpoise.
Take that, Jolliffe. Take that, Jolliffe. Okay. Now, you have the Indian cobra versus the long-legged bat.
Cobra. Just
Right,
dead.
there you go. All right, now we have the crane versus the zocor. Who you taking?
Crane. Just stomp them.
Or pick him up and just throw him, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Here you go.
Whee!
You have the large-tooth sawfish
Wow.
versus an acorn barnacle.
We all know who would win here.
A Dewey.
Yes.
Who's winning?
Sawfish. Just.
Okay.
And by the way, people, sailors do not like barnacles. They are very pesky. They like to stick on boats.
Next, we have the red-footed booby and the green iguana.
A green iguana, because they can just slash them.
Ooh, iguana going with the upset. I know. And then the last one of the first round, we have the spear-toothed shark or an amoeba.
Shark, people. Shark. Amoeba's just like a tiny little fishy.
We are on to the second round. Now, in the second round, here's what we're going to do so we can sort of fly through these. Okay, Memphis, you're just going to give us your winners. Mm-hmm. You're not going to give us any analysis.
Yes.
Okay, because you already gave us analysis on...
Most of them.
All of them, like what they are and what they eat and all that, right?
Yeah.
So we're just going to roll through this, and you got to give me your answer.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Okay. Hog versus Kawari.
I think the Kawari was a cat, so I think the Kawari could just...
Nice. Little upset action.
Grab him.
Okay, you have the cod versus the vole.
The cat's also a cat, I think, so... Well, I saw that guy, so he's a cat. So, probably just gonna eat him.
Okay. Fox versus the raccoon dog.
That's actually a hard one. I think it's raccoon dog again, because he's about a little bit bigger than a fox.
Hey, you gotta explain it to me, man. The hedgehog versus the poodoo. This is a big one.
Poodoo? Oh, that guy. I think poodoo. You could stomp him. His balls is defenseless against his hooves.
Did you just say his balls?
No, his hooves.
Pretty sure you said
Hoofs. Hoofs.
balls. Oh, hooves.
Hooves.
Pretty sure you said balls.
The hoofs on his feet. Just stomp him.
Okay, to finish out that bracket then, okay, you have the Kawari versus the cod.
I think cod.
Okay, my man. Then you have the poodoo versus the raccoon dog.
I actually think raccoon dog.
Okay, very good.
Because it's a small deer. It's a small little deer. Because he's just a tiny guy. Raccoon dog, he kind of looks like a small wolf, like raccoon.
You gotta explain it to me, bro.
So you just can just pounce on him.
So now in the finals of the Tiny Terrors bracket, you have the Cod versus the Raccoon Dog. Who's coming out of that bracket, Memphis?
I want to say raccoon dog.
Oh, that a boy. Do it with some confidence, baby.
Yeah, because raccoons because cats and dogs hate each other.
Very good.
Natural enemies, folks. You can see this inside your house.
Okay, now we're in the catsish versus the dogish bracket. Okay, so Memphis, you have the sloth bear versus the red panda. Who you got?
Sloth bear just
Okay.
smack 'em.
You have the European badger versus the African civet.
I think I want to say raccoon, but no. Badger.
Ooh, okay.
Badger.
Okay. Then you have the Fusa versus the hyena.
I want to say hyena because Fusa's all skinny and kind of lean because I think the hyena could just grab him, just bite him, dead meat.
Then you have the Tera versus the Caspian seal. Now this would probably be in water, so we got to think about that.
I'm kind of going for seal right now.
Very good. All right. Now you have the sloth bear versus the European badger. Who are you taking?
Sloth bear.
All day. Loves that sloth bear. Loves that sloth bear. And then you have the hyena versus the seal.
Hyena. He could just seal gets on land. He's a blubber bag. Just a big old blubber bag walking on land.
Then you have the sloth bear versus the hyena. You're taking the what?
Sloth bear.
Yeah, all day.
Just pound him.
He gone. Big
Just
old
pound
claw. He gone.
He's a bear for crying out loud. Hyena. Pound him. Pound him.
Okay, we are now into the Anthropocene bracket. Here we go. Memphis, you have the camel versus the house cat.
We all know this. Camel.
Apparently we all know it. Okay, you have the California condor versus the little brown bat. You already did that. You picked the condor.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the honeybee. The condor versus the honeybee. Ooh.
I actually think honeybees because honeybees populate fast, so they could just ding ding in the wings. Whee! Because if you have been stung by a bee, it does hurt, especially when you have a lot of them attacking you at once. On its wings, whee!
Good reasoning.
It's too much.
Now you have the cuttlefish versus the thylacine. The thylacine was the Tasmanian thingamajigga, wasn't it?
Oh yes, Tasmanian tiger.
There you go. That's what you're picking?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And you have the tortoise versus the Florida panther.
We all know this panther.
Panther.
Just
Okay. Now you have the camel versus the honeybee.
this is actually hard.
Is it now?
I say camel because he could just make a huge dust. Because camels in real life they do actually get into a big pile of sand, so they could actually. He could just walk around in circles and get a bunch of sand out there. Bees, they could suffocate in it, so they'll buzz off.
Okay, so then you have the thylacine or the Tasmanian tiger, whatever you want to call it, versus the Florida panther.
Panther.
Ooh, so now in the finals of this bracket, you have the camel versus the panther. Who are you taking?
Panther.
Ooh,
Just
big.
Grab him. Just get him. Just get on his back. Camel's dead meat.
Dust. Okay, we're back, and we're in the double trouble bracket. You got it, Memph?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got the gorilla versus the wolverine. I know who you're taking.
Gorilla.
Yeah,
Just
big time. Oh, man.
They have been known to crush leopards with rocks. Literally rocks. Just
Good. Okay, you have the porpoise versus the cobra.
cobra. Just
Cheapers.
dead meat. Dead meat.
Crane versus the sawfish.
I think sawfish because he could just slice and dice his legs.
Okay, slice and dice his legs. And then you have the iguana versus the spear-tooth shark.
We all know this shark just
Shark, big time. Gotta go. Okay, now you have the gorilla versus the cobra. What are you gonna do here?
Gorilla, because they can just, if they can crush a leopard, they can crush a snake.
Just grab the snake.
Yeah, probably just grab him by the neck, behind the head. Just, choke him to bits.
Okay, then you have the sawfish versus the shark. Ooh, big battle of the sea here. What are you gonna do?
I think sawfish.
Yeah, baby, yeah. 2 versus 3 there. And in the finals, you have the gorilla versus the sawfish.
I think gorilla. Just pick up a rock.
Just start hammering everybody?
Yeah, just... Gorillas, hammer.
And that puts us into the final 4.
Bum, bum, bum.
Alright, we're in our final 4. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Big picks here, Memphis. Big picks.
So are we doing sloth bear versus gorilla or something?
Not yet. Oh, it depends. What we got on this side of the bracket is you have the raccoon dog going up against the sloth bear.
Sloth bear, just pound them in the ground.
You taking the sloth bear again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sloth bear, raccoon dog, pound them.
Pound them.
Just pound them.
And on the other side of the bracket, you have the gorilla versus the panther.
Gorilla, because they've been known to kill leopards. So, panther, smaller.
No dice, right?
Yeah, just rock, dead meat.
All right, then, in the finals,
Ding, ding.
Memphis,
Ding, ding, ding.
in one corner, you have the sloth bear. Tell us about the sloth bear, Memphis.
Big, hairy guys. They have long claws, and they actually use the power of suction. They break them in a termite mound and put their lips against the holes and suck them out.
Okay.
On the other hand, the gorilla is mostly just a big heavyweight, good at just destroying, good at climbing, good at smashing, good at smacking.
So, in the battle of the sloth bear versus the gorilla for the title of the 2020 March Mammal Madness, you have who winning it?
The gorilla.
Yeah.
Just grab her, just grab its neck. Just spin on it, just spin on its back and choke it. Ching. Get in the headlock.
And that's our 2020 March Mammal Madness with our expert vet, animal guru, Big Memph, aka Memphis Bleak, aka Red Top, aka What's Happening Big Red, aka... You have any nicknames, Memphis?
No.
Good.